Well, if we're gonna find any ghosts, we better split up.
You're listening to Never Split Up, a horror movie podcast.
There are certain rules that one must abide by in order to successfully survive a horror movie.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back once again to the Never Split Up podcast. This is episode 64. Along with me, as always, is Anthony. What's going on, Ant?
Nothing much. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Recording this the day before Thanksgiving, so we're in the holiday season, 100%.
Right smack in the middle of the holiday season. Yep, like you said, it's Thanksgiving Eve as of this recording, so we figured we do something a little special, a little fun that we've never really done before on this podcast. We're going to do some games, some like would you rather questions, scenarios, and just kind of pick each other's brains and see some fun, just think of some fun questions and kind of play off each other. And obviously, as always, we want you guys to play along as well. This isn't obviously a live recording, but if you guys could please go on our YouTube and comment, or even leave us comments on our Twitter and Instagram of what your choices would be and maybe your explanations. And, maybe we'll read those on a future episode or something, because I'm sure this is going to be a fun time. And I can't wait to get into some of these, because I have a couple fun ones I wrote down. I wrote down a few, and we'll see. We'll just kind of bounce off each other. But is there anything, we didn't do a poll or anything recently, so there's nothing to announce. Do you want to just talk about our last episode? Because I know that was a really fun one. If you want to
for
just
sure.
Shout that out.
Yeah, so guys, 2 episodes ago we covered Maxine, and we had special guest Phil from Phil at the Movies. Make sure you guys check out that one. We rounded out that X trilogy. We covered all those movies, so that's the first, I think, complete trilogy that we covered on the podcast. So make sure you guys check that out. I'm going to post a poll for Maxine. Just wanted to make sure more eyes got on that first. And then last week we covered Thanksgiving, so it's the perfect time to catch up on that episode. Thanksgiving from 2023, we had a lot of fun talking about that movie. I'm going to post a Never Split Up poll for that too as well. So make sure you guys check that when you're cooking your Thanksgiving dinners, or, getting ready for after Thanksgiving, after the Black Friday shopping, holiday shopping. Just pop that on the background. It was a fun episode, and we talked a little bit about Patrick Dempsey and the Kills and Eli Roth. It was fun. I thought it was a good time. So yeah, just catch up on our last few episodes, and then we have a lot of good stuff planned for the holiday season, so it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, indeed. Definitely check those episodes out. I can't wait to talk Patrick Dempsey once again with you, because that means we're covering Scream 3, and that's gonna be fun. Can't wait for that. I know you're nervous about it, but because it's always nerve-wracking for you with Scream, but I can't wait to get into that franchise again, so look forward to that. Probably in the coming weeks or months. We don't want to.
Yeah, we'll spread that out.
Maybe do it after the holidays or something. Yeah. But we'll see. But yeah, so we got our drinks, and you got your margarita. I got my beer.
Happy Thanksgiving Eve.
We're just gonna have some happy Thanksgiving Eve. Yeah, we're just gonna have some fun. Again, guys, we want to hear your guys' opinion too. This is just for fun, obviously. Don't try to cancel us or tell us that we're stupid. I mean, this is just for fun.
Can I just say, I know how we're so old now, because we used to just start pre-gaming to go out, and now we're in our pajamas, just having a drink and talking.
Yeah, it's funny. I asked you when you wanted to record, and I was like, because we normally record on Wednesdays. Yeah. And I was like, it's Thanksgiving Eve. And you're like, I'm not doing anything. I'm like, yeah, me too. So we're just here recording for you guys, because we're old fucks now. So
it's so funny.
Those days are long gone.
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool. Who wants to go first? You want me to throw one out there first?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I got a fun one for you. I think I know the answer, but... All right, so the first would you rather is, would you rather get a phone call from Ghostface, which I already know is yes for you, or be possessed by the Smile Demon?
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. I want to get a call from Ghostface because it's just iconic. And I feel like getting possessed by the Smile Demon is an honor, but that death is always so gruesome. It's so drawn out. So I want to talk to Ghostface. I want to talk movies with Ghostface for sure.
They're both really cool. Obviously, if we're thinking practically, I would definitely want to get the phone call too, because we're talking about a normal dude in a costume compared to a fucking demon who just brutally kills you. So, but the possessed by the smile demon, I mean, that's pretty gnarly. That'd be a pretty cool way to go out for sure.
Oh, I mean, no one's forgetting that death.
Yeah. I must admit, I kind of set you up. I knew you were going to say that. So because you picked A Call from Ghostface, I have some movie trivia for you.
Oh, shit.
To put you kind of in Casey Becker or, you know, whoever's shoes. And let's see if you survive this opening, because I have some questions for you. I'm going to play Ghostface. You can play the receiver, and let's see if you survive. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. These are, I feel like they're pretty challenging, at least for someone of my knowledge. I mean, I've never really done trivia with you. You're just like an encyclopedia, so I didn't want to do anything.
I've never done horror
too
trivia,
crazy.
Like, to be honest with you, I've never done like trivia.
Yeah, I've been saying that we have to go to a bar one night and find like a movie trivia night and just kind of have fun at a bar. I know they have them like around.
We should
all the
do
time,
that.
like different topics and stuff. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I
mean, I don't know if we'd get lucky enough to find a horror one, because that's kind of niche. But yeah.
It would be cool in this scenario to be Ghostface making the call. That would be my real choice for this question.
Yeah. I was gonna put in a couple of those questions, like would you be the killer for something, but I didn't want to get too crazy, and I didn't want people to be like, "Oh, you want to kill people? What's going on?" So.
Just
got to be careful nowadays.
I know.
All right, first question.
All right, let me see if I get this.
Well, first, what's your favorite scary movie? We know that.
My favorite scary movie is Halloween, 1978.
Yes. And that, again, it's just
I'm matching
right
Casey
in line
Becker
with the original Scream. Yep. Okay, question number 1. Which horror movie stars Renee Zellweger and Matthew McConaughey?
Oh, Texas Chainsaw: The Next Generation.
Next Generation. That's correct. Okay. That's a warm-up question. Now for the real questions.
Oh, no.
Question number 2. In Rosemary's Baby.
Oh, shit.
What strong-smelling plant was in the necklace given to Rosemary?
Oh, my God.
What was the plant called?
I have no idea that one.
This is a tough one.
Yeah, I don't know that one. I have not seen Rosemary's Baby in forever. I would be killed. I would be killed in that one.
Are you not a huge Rosemary's Baby fan? I wasn't quite sure.
I like it a lot. It's just not one I go. I think it's special. It's just a long movie, and it's such a slow burn that I've only watched it. I have it, but I've only watched it a handful of times. I don't go back to it as often, just because nothing impacts me like the first viewing with that movie. And I'll make sure I watch it for a few years, but I don't. It's not like a religious watching for me. Did you watch the prequel that came out this year on Paramount Plus? I meant to.
It was on my list, but I kind of held off because I did see some mixed reviews that it wasn't that.
I want to check it out still.
Yeah,
but no,
I do love what's her name though. That's in it. The lead. The actress from Ozark.
Yeah, Ruth. I know she's Ruth. I'm blanking on her name, but I want to watch that.
She's cool. She's going to be in, I think, The Wolfman coming up. So
she's
kind of tackling horror now, so that's cool.
But I would get that question wrong because All
right. That maybe was a little too hard. So maybe you're dead, but maybe Ghostface is going to give you a second chance. This one is the last question. This one you should get. It's a deep cut, but you should get it because of who it's about. Okay, Wes Craven's Last House on the Left was based on what black and white film?
Ooh, that's a good question.
If you need a hint, I'll give you the year.
Give me the year.
1960. It was a 1960 film. He said he based the movie off of this black and white film from 1960.
1960? Yeah.
This was one of those where I was like, he's either going to know it or he's not going to know it. And I thought maybe you'd know it.
I don't think I know this one. I mean, 1960, I'm thinking like, it's not Psycho, obviously.
No.
Fuck. I'm trying to think. I don't think I know that one either. I know it in my head. I'm gonna know it once you say it, but I don't know it in the top of my head.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to look up the director. Maybe give you like a hint on the director. The director was Ingmar Bergman. I don't know if that helps you.
I know that name.
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah.
Okay. It was The Virgin Spring. In 1960.
I've watched I remember in an interview he mentioned the movie in an interview, but I just couldn't think of it in my head.
All right. All right, well, you're a goner.
So I'm dead.
Those were tuned up. I mean, those aren't normal questions that Ghostface would ask. This was tuned up because I know you're an aficionado, so.
But he might ask that to someone who's a horror expert.
Especially the Wes Craven one, yeah, because it fits right in. So
That's
now you
funny.
know. Now everyone, you know that.
Now we got some trivia.
Yeah. All right. You want to hit me with something?
Yeah, I want to know, what slasher icon would you want to be killed by out of Michael Myers,
I knew you were going to go there.
Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, but I'm going to throw in Art the Clown too.
All right. Well, instantly Freddy is out. I mean, being sleep deprived and getting fucked like in your sleep, that's just a no-no. I don't know who would pick that. I mean, I love Freddy. I love his character design and he's funny, but he's out for me. And then the other three was Jason, Michael, and Art.
Yes. Just because Art's the newer one, and I'm surprised.
I mean, I'm dying no matter what, so it's like one of those, like, which one would you have? Would you rather have the honor of dying by? It's between Michael and Art, but I have to go with the OG Michael. Not only would he give me a more humane death, I mean, most of his deaths are pretty quick, but it would be, I would literally say it's an honor as I'm being killed.
Same answer. And I feel like I would want to be Michael because it's an honor to be killed by the slasher icon.
Yeah.
But also, like, Art, like, I don't want to be tortured for 10 minutes.
No.
And Freddy, I don't want to be
that would be the
nightmares.
gnarliest way to go, but I could subject
I don't
myself
know.
to that. Yeah.
And then Jason, I feel like would be quick, but I'd be like, it's like too quick, Jason's death.
Yeah, and I die like in a fucking campsite in a tent. I don't like camping. I'd rather die like in my home, in bed. So, yeah, Michael.
Michael is definitely the one for sure. Okay, I agree with that one 100%.
All right, good one. Okay, this is a kind of a unique one. I'm curious to hear. This is a good one. I could see you picking either one.
Okay.
Would you rather star in the next Terrifier film?
Okay.
Or direct the next Friday the 13th movie?
Ooh.
You more of a director, or you'd want to be an actor? I don't know this about you, so.
Oh, that's a good question. I feel like I would probably want to direct the next Friday the 13th, because I think that franchise needs some help to get back to basics. And I think Damien Leone has Terrifier covered, so if he can get a different actor, and I'll help out with the Friday the 13th franchise and bring it back to basics. Scary basics.
So your answer is based on your duty to the horror genre in a way. Like you feel like a sense of duty. I like that. I would probably pick that too. It's a lot of weight on your shoulders, a lot of pressure to direct a movie, especially a franchise that beloved. But I mean, there's people that love Jason Goes to Hell, so I feel like it's not hard to make a Friday the 13th movie and have people watch it. So they just need to get back to basics and just make this damn movie.
But on the flip side, it would be really awesome to have an Art kill set piece, like, be revolved around you, and like that would be really sweet to be part of that. Like, to
be like, especially if you were like a co-lead with Lauren Rivera, I mean, those films. I can't imagine what Terrifier 4 is going to make at the box office. I think 3 ended up making, 80-something million globally?
I think 87 million worldwide on like a $2 million budget from, like,
insane
independent studio, and it's a movie that's unrated. That's, like, unheard of. It's the highest grossing unrated movie of all time, released in theaters. That's fucking awesome and crazy.
Yeah. No, it's so cool.
All right, so you agree we're going to be a director too?
Yeah, we'll be the new Radio Silence. We'll be co-directors.
Okay. Oh yeah, we'll kill it. All right. For sure. I'm about that. All right. I'm going to ask one that's going to get spicy, and we'll have to have a debate on it. But what final girl would you rather have in your corner to help you survive a slasher movie? Like, who's going to help you get out? You can do whatever one you want.
Just like a generic slasher movie?
Or, yeah.
Give me more specifics?
Who is going to have the best chance of getting you out of slasher movie? You can do like one of the, like, Sydney or Laurie, or you can get a little creative with it. Like, who's going to be your go-to?
So no multiple choice, just in blank slate.
I was going to say Laurie or Sydney, but I don't want to get into that debate yet. So.
Yeah. Well, I would pick Sydney, honestly, over Laurie and Sydney. I'm saying.
Okay. Oh, okay. Because
but
I was gonna say that, but I don't want to get to the whole final.
yeah. I mean, Lori is my favorite final girl, but in a real life situation, Sydney. I mean, Sydney, especially now.
Yeah.
Well, after Scream 5, she really is a badass. So
yeah.
I don't know. My mind is just going to what's her name from You're Next.
I was gonna say Erin.
Yeah,
she's fucking like you
Erin,
got this,
yeah.
girl. You got
I
this.
mean, I wouldn't have to do anything. She would just put me on her back, literally, in a backpack, and just carry me. So,
I feel like
is that what you were thinking?
Yes. I actually had when I first thought of this question. I'm like, for just like badassery and like you got it, girl. It's Erin. But when I thought about Lori and Sydney, I rationalized, like, obviously Sydney's my favorite, but I also rationalized as she's dealt with, like, numerous different personalities of killers, where Lori has learned how to defeat, like, the ultimate evil Michael, but Sydney just has that versatility a little bit, so she has a little bit more smarts in her when it comes to that.
Well, that was kind of where I was going, where if you were going to give me a specific scenario, because someone like Lori might be better suited for like the monster type villain, whereas Sydney
the boogeyman
is better at, with humans and, someone who's stalking her. So, yeah, no, that's but just generic, I'm going to go with Erin from You're Next. I mean,
that immediately popped up. That's so funny.
She was never in any danger. I mean, she had complete control of that entire movie. I mean, the villains were bumbling idiots for the most part, but she held her own. Yeah.
Badass. I love it. That's so funny. All right.
Let's go. Next one. Which one do I want to do? All right, this is a good one. Would you rather have to escape a jigsaw trap or escape the walkthrough from the movie Haunt?
Oh. I would rather want to escape a walkthrough from the movie Haunt, because when I'm in a saw trap, that timer is going to stress me out so much that I'm probably going to die before the timer even goes out of a heart attack. But it's too stressful. I don't know if I could do it. So I would rather, take my chances against these sadistic killers in the Haunt amusement walkthrough.
This one, I don't know, because this one triggers me in both ends. Because, like you said, the whole timer and then the videotape, the recorder, I wouldn't be able to hear a damn thing. I have bad hearing, so the clock would start, and I'd be like, "Wait, what's the instructions again? What do I have to do?" So I'd be fucked there. But also the Haunt walkthrough, if we're talking about the movie specifically, that walkthrough, it played on so many of my phobias, like claustrophobia and fear of spiders and everything, that I would probably just freeze to death and not even walk an inch. So I don't know. I think I'm fucked either way. I would probably do Jigsaw, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, because the Haunt walkthrough is more of a slow, methodical, like, I have to escape. Whereas the Jigsaw is in your face. And I feel like I perform well under pressure. Okay. I've been a procrastinator my whole life, and that's kind of played into that. So I feel like when I'm under pressure, like in the moment and my adrenaline's pumping like 1,000 miles a minute, I can focus. I get this weird focus to me. So I feel like I do pretty well. I mean, obviously it depends on the trap. I mean, they vary from one end to the other on survivability, but yeah, I think I'd take my chances with the trap.
Oh, my stress levels and anxiety with the trap, I'm done for. I get this weird sense of calm when I'm under pressure like that. Yeah, so yeah. Whew. That's a good one. So that's the first one we really have a different opinion on with that. That's funny. All right. My question is,
I want to hear from you guys too. What do you think?
That's an important
I feel like that's a good question. Maybe we'll use that as a poll.
Yeah, that would be a good poll, because that's a hard one.
It is.
All right. So my next question is, I'm going to some aquatic horror. Would you rather be killed by Bruce Jaws, or would you rather be killed by the piranhas from the Piranha 2010 remake?
I thought you were going to say the crocodiles from Crawl.
No, that's funny. I think I chose piranhas because there's like a bunch of them, but then Jaws is just like that suspense and like that slow. I just think of the opening scene of Jaws, and then I think of like the 8,000 piranhas just fucking devouring you. So it's, I don't know.
Oh, I mean, one of my ultimate fears has always been sharks. I'm fascinated by sharks. I love sharks, but we've talked about this, I think, in our villains episode. I'm terrified of sharks. Like, if I was in the open water with a shark and it was like coming after me. I used to have nightmares about that. So I think I have to go piranha just because of my PTSD from Jaws and
I think
just sharks in general.
Piranha I would choose as well. Like, they're vicious, but I almost feel like they're so vicious you might die quicker too. Like, instead of getting dragged around by fucking Jaws under, like, it's scary to me. And I don't know, I feel like I'd rather see
and like piranhas are not
than-
you're not scared until they're actually attacking you.
Yeah, exactly.
If
like,
you're getting chased by Bruce, like you see him coming and you're just like
the
fucking
suspense.
terrified.
Yeah,
the suspense, yeah.
So, I mean, it's gonna suck getting killed by those piranhas, but like, I don't want to see the shark coming towards me and be like, oh, fuck.
See, I figured you do a lot of death-related would reactors, so that's why I went away from those. That's good. All right, this one's kind of in the same vein, not super, morbid like that, but would you rather spend Halloween night at the Myers house or Valentine's Day in the Hanniger mine?
Oh. It's like, you think it'd be easy because obviously Halloween, but like, that mine is so fucking awesome.
I know.
I'm gonna go with Halloween though in the Myers house. I just have to, because if I don't, like, what am I doing with my life?
But like, yeah, I know it like when you take your bias into it, but when I'm thinking logically, I think I might choose the mine. Yeah. I think if I want to live, I think I would choose the mine. It's a lot bigger. And I feel like we covered the original My Bloody Valentine. Go watch that episode. There was a lot of never split up moments in that mine.
Oh, yeah.
That we could have picked from, and I feel like they did have a chance to escape a lot of those people, and they didn't. So, yeah. I mean, again, it would be such an honor to even be in the Myers house.
I know.
Big John, Little John, we can be for the night.
It would just feel like, holy shit, I'm in fucking Michael Myers' house.
He'd die with a smile, yeah.
Like, yes. All right, yeah, but that mine, though, just to go back, we covered that movie, guys, watch it. We'll have to cover the remake for this Valentine's Day, but the set design is so good, and the original, like, you feel like you're down there. It's so awesome.
Yeah. It really is an underrated gem, or underrated holiday movie. It really is. I think a lot of people just brush it off as like a copycat of like holiday horror, like slashers, but it really is so good.
And it takes advantage and embraces that. It's not just like, oh, it's Valentine's Day. Like, it really like dives into Valentine's Day and takes advantage of it. So yeah, I agree 100%. All right, I have one.
The new one.
Yeah, the remake's important to us. So
there's another one coming out, a new one. Not My Bloody Valentine, but it's Valentine's Day themed.
Hard Eyes coming out this year.
That
looks fun.
That looks interesting. Fun. Yeah,
but Blumhouse is bringing back My Bloody Valentine as well.
I didn't know that. Okay,
so we're gonna have
another one. Okay. Hit or miss.
Well, hopefully they go like more Halloween route, like hardcore R than PG-13, which they will. It's a slasher. Yeah. But all right, my next question's on a would you rather. It's what Scream opening scene do you think you would be able to survive? So, we got Casey Becker, you got the movie theater with Jada Pinkett in 2, you have Cotton Weary in 3, and then you have, again, like the Woodsboro house in 4, and then 5's obviously Tara in Woodsboro, and then 6 is New York. Samara. Like, which one do you think you're like 100? Like, you have the best chance to survive?
So 6, is like Samara Weaving.
Yes, I'm totally doing that part, not the
like in the bar.
Yeah, not the after that.
That's 6 is definitely the biggest never split up for me, to where I just wouldn't make that decision. I mean, that they really made her character very dumb. I'm gonna not pick that though, just because. Right, I mean, I guess I will technically pick that, but besides 6, because that's kind of an unconventional opening as is.
Right.
I would probably go with 3, Scream 3.
Cotton Weary, 100%.
Yeah,
Cotton.
I think I would. Yeah, I think I would pick 3 as terms of survivability. The movie theater, I'm dead. I mean, if he's targeting me, I'm dead. I
was just gonna say 6 to me is my choice, but the one I'm least likely to survive is 2 because she didn't know. Like, she had no idea to escape. She couldn't escape that. Like, she thought it was her boyfriend there, so she just was caught off guard. Every other movie, you have the opportunity to escape, whether it's more likely or not, but 2 is definitely the darkest in that aspect, for sure.
Yeah. 3, I mean, 1, I would probably pick 2. I mean, Casey Becker was a little silly in that scene as well. Again, I feel like I can
yeah.
think better under pressure, unlike these characters.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I really do think I would do better. Yeah, I know that. It's a good question because you kind of put yourself in all of them, and you kind of, it's easy for us to kind of nitpick the characters, you know? Right. So, yeah. I mean, Tara does survive, so.
Right.
Technically, so it's like, maybe you can pick that too because, you know, she survived, I could survive. So I don't know.
She barely survives though, man, getting stabbed 18 times. And
was it 18?
No, it wasn't. I'm just exaggerating. But
I was going to say, holy shit.
It was a lot though. I was like, shit, girl.
Yeah.
Little girl.
No, it would have to be 6 though. I mean, my poor girl. She is so dumb. So dumb. Going on a first date. I mean, doesn't even know the person.
It's not even like they were like, not even that. It's like, friend. I'm in the alley. It's dark. Oh, I can't see you. Oh, there's like, why are you walking? Why you keep walking? Oh.
Yeah, you go to the entrance of the alley. Okay, it's a block deep.
Wave.
You can see through the alley.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
It was.
I don't know if they like maybe should have did the lighting better in that to make the alley darker. But the way they lit the alley up, it's like, girl, there's no one in that alley. What are you talking about?
It would have been, like, to me, more believable if she, like, went into the alley, like, right next to the restaurant. Like, oh, I'm right outside the restaurant. And then, like, I don't know, there was a chase down the alley rather than getting brought into the alley and then, like, just dying right there. Like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. It could have been executed a little bit, but we'll get into Scream 6 one day. But, yeah, I agree. Like, you have a lot of opportunity to survive that girl.
Okay. This is another good one. I don't quite sure. It may seem easy at first, but the more you think about it, would you rather erase all zombie movies from existence or erase all vampire movies?
Oh, I don't like that one.
Wait, yeah. Because my initial gut, like when I first thought of it, was like, oh, zombie movies are gone. I love vampires, but there's so many good zombie flicks. And I don't personally love zombies as much as I used to, but that's only because it's been so saturated over the years. But when you go back to the classics, and I mean, the remake of Dawn of the Dead is one of my favorite remakes of all time.
It's one of the best of the 2000s.
It's probably my favorite Zack Snyder movie.
Oh, it is.
That he's directed.
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
man, that's tough to get rid of. But then I go to the vampire side.
I'm going to erase zombie movies, even though I love them. It's just, there's something about vampires.
I know. And
we've talked about a few movies already, guys, you know. Go check out our vampire episodes, but we've covered 2 of my favorites already, like my Salem's Lot and 30 Days a Night, and those movies are like all-timers for me, and I just can't see myself not being able to watch those ever. I
can't imagine a life without vampire movies.
Yeah,
the whole
even
concept.
Like you said, going all the way back to Dracula, who started the whole fucking genre. Like, how can we get rid of that?
Exactly. Yeah, and more than that, there are some vampire movies that are such comfort films for me. Whereas the zombie movies have some all-timers, but I don't really have that comfort film like I do with vampires. So, yeah, I'd have to go with vampire. Keep vampires.
Okay. All right, good. We agree. All right, my next one, I was going to do Would You Rather between 2, but I have to include 3 because these are just, like, crazy, and we're more likely to be a part of it. So, what Final Destination opening premonition would you rather be a victim in? The airplane.
Oh my gosh, would I rather be a victim?
The airplane in part 1, the car crash, the highway car crash in part 2, or the roller coaster in part 3. And what one would scare you the most too? Like, I want to know. Like,
so am I dying?
Yeah. Oh,
or am I escaping and then death is coming after me?
I think we're dying.
Okay, we're dying.
So what's the scariest death? Like, what's the scariest opening for you in those 3? Like that premonition. Those premonitions are crazy. I used to be terrified of flying, so like I feel like I used to be petrified. But now I don't care.
The scariest.
I almost think
because I'm not afraid of flying. I mean I'm afraid of heights and I'm afraid of dying. But so but I'm not. That's not really a phobia for me. I also love roller coasters.
Me too.
But if I had a premonition, I don't know if I'm getting on that roller coaster. Whereas if I had the other premonitions, I might just brush it off.
Yeah.
So I feel like the roller coaster is so intimate because it's like right there in front of you. Oh, I don't know.
I feel like if I had a premonition, I would not go on an airplane. Like I would be like, no way.
I'm really close to picking that as well. I know.
I feel like the car scenario, it's just like that was the bet to me, my favorite opening scene of the whole franchise, but that's just like unfortunately something that happens like nonstop all the time, so it just is what it is. But something about like having that premonition and being like, will you still get on the airplane? I'm like, fuck no, I can't do it. I can't.
Yeah.
But roller coaster also
would.
Because like you're online waiting to get on the ride, and so the adrenaline is going up too. I'm like, I don't know, but I think I might have to pick
roller coaster is almost more common. I feel like a lot of people that wait online have premonitions in their own way of like, oh, what could go wrong? You know, like how am I going to die on this thing? And they still get on. It's not, you know, a specific premonition like Final Destination, but yeah, that's a good one. I don't know.
I think I'm gonna.
I guess if I had to choose, the most scary would probably be the airplane.
Okay.
Yeah. Which one would I rather die in? I guess.
I feel like airplane's the scariest. I would probably rather.
Quicker.
I almost feel like I'd rather die. Like I feel like it'd be like a cool death story if you like died on a roller coaster though. Like
but you're not around to tell the story, so it's not really
yeah. Hell yeah, Anthony. He like died on a roller coaster last week. Like, oh fuck.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know. Because they're all kind of stuff where it's like if you died from a car accident, a plane crash, or even a roller coaster accident, you're just another statistic. You're not like memorable, you know. It's not like you're dying from something crazy, like you being eaten by piranhas or something, you know.
True.
So, yeah, I'm gonna go airplane.
All right,
that was a good one though. All right, this one's a fun one. Would you rather, while heavily intoxicated, fight off Pamela Voorhees, or not intoxicated, escape Annie Wilkes' house?
Ooh, I feel like I'd rather be intoxicated and fight Pamela Voorhees. First of all, like,
that'd be kind of fun, right?
Who doesn't love doing something like buzzed up? But also, I feel like I do have more of a chance buzzed up with Pamela because she's in her wackadoodle ways, but I still think I have some fight. But Annie Wilkes is a crazy bitch, and if I'm sober, she's doing everything, and especially if I'm her, like if she's my number one fan, like she's doing everything to keep me there and not let me escape.
I guess that was my follow up: is what do you think you would survive? You'd survive Pamela. You'd think?
Yeah, I think I would survive Pamela over Annie. Annie's like Pamela's crazy, but like she's doing it for her kid. I'm like, I got this. I could probably take that. But Annie Wilkes, if she's doing it like to come for me, I don't know. She's a crazy bitch.
Yeah, I originally when I first thought of this, I said Pamela in a heartbeat. But the more I think, because when we think of Mrs. Voorhees, we think of the final act and her face off at the end. But she has a lot of kills under her belt in that movie.
She does.
She kills a lot of capable people. I mean, it's very sneaky, and she sneaks up on them for the most part. But she's got a kill streak going. So I don't know. I mean, she'd be pretty. And if I'm heavily drunk and I can't really, stand straight, that's gonna be tough. That's tough.
Okay, I threw out the intoxicated part. I still think though. I feel like you have. I don't know. I feel like you might have a better chance. That's a good one.
I don't know. I might take Annie Wilkes. I mean, no, I'd probably take Pamela. I mean, me personally, I mean, I'm a big dude. We're both tall, but like, I'm a big dude. I feel like I could just overpower her. No offense, Pamela, but she's like a middle-aged, so she doesn't have any super strength like her son, so.
Jason, no. If I wasn't, I would not want to fight Jason intoxicated.
No, I didn't even bother to put Jason on one of these because that's fuck that.
Hell no. Yeah. Hell no. Okay, I have one. Would you rather be part of like a Doomsday, like 28 Days Later, or Dawn of the Dead type scenario, or would you rather be cursed in like an Evil Dead type scenario? Like either you're in like apocalypse mode or you're in like I'm cursed and like cursed with whether it's the Ring, Evil Dead, like you have a curse or a smile, like whatever, you have a curse against you.
This is an interesting one because I feel like they are. I feel like people romanticize apocalypse movies and stuff, but when you really think about it, like living in that world, that sucks.
Right.
That sucks. So it's
And
that
also
as
in that
opposed
scenario,
to like getting
you're also
cursed and having
chained.
to.
Like if you have chained to people, like you're like have to keep them alive, or when you lose someone, it hurts that much. I don't know. You feel like you have more. You're chained down more in the apocalypse scenario, whereas the curse, it's like after, for the most part, just you.
And you're saying like you're trying to beat the curse.
Yeah, you're trying to live in both. Like you're trying to like do your best to survive both scenarios.
Yeah, I'd probably do the curse.
Yeah,
It's
I
more
feel
of a
like
short-term thing if I could beat it,
and if you
I
can't,
can move
it's
on.
still gonna
If I
be a
can't, then it doesn't matter. I'm not here, so.
I was gonna pick curse too, but I feel like for the most part, like I feel like I would pick apocalypse. But you're right, it is romanticized a little bit. We're like, oh, it'd be great if we're like everyone left us alone and like we had to just fend for ourselves. But also like you have to fend for yourself, and you have to think about every day like what you're gonna do to live and survive. So
Yeah.
it's close, but
You're
also like I don't want to
emancipated,
be
starving.
Yeah, I don't want to be cursed though. I really
I
don't want to
know.
be cursed. I
Yeah.
would slightly pick apocalypse, but both are really Debbie Downers of scenarios.
I would probably, I guess, curse.
But that's like, some of these cursed fuckers they're a demon. They're like really mean. Like poor
Yeah.
Naomi Scott in Smile 2, like, she was really tormented. Even Mia in Evil Dead. Oh my god! I mean, her arm gets. I mean, she's just put through the ringer.
All right. Would you rather have to survive in the world of A Quiet Place
Okay.
or in Bird Box?
Oof. That is
So
really
we're playing
hard.
with the senses.
It makes me sad to think about A Quiet Place. I feel like I'm automatically dying, and so are my dogs because they don't shut the fuck up.
Well, you'd have to leave them behind. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a scenario where you're with your dogs. I mean, they're dying day one. They're especially your dogs.
Yeah, I know. I feel like though maybe like taking the dogs and animals out of it, I would choose A Quiet Place because I don't know, I like seeing. If I'm a visual person, so it freaks me out if I had like a blindfold over my I want to be aware of the other humans around me too, because there's some bad people. So like I don't want to be taken advantage of. But being quiet though too, someone can fuck you up with that too. If you're like thinking of being around other people, it's really hard to pick what scenario. But for me personally, if I'm focused on myself, I would pick A Quiet Place because like I can be up to task to just be quiet.
Yeah.
But
I haven't seen Bird Box in a while, but aren't they allowed to like? They live normally, right? It's only when they're like going outside that they have to.
Yeah, because you have to like barricade your like if you like black out your house and everything and all that. Pretty much, I think you're good. I haven't seen it in a bit either, but I think it's when you're outside because they're outside the crew, whatever it is. You get them. I don't know if it's only outside, but if you black out your house, you're good. I think.
Yeah, I can't remember what.
But if someone also, I think if someone gets it, like all they have to do, like they can torment you and like give it to you. I forget the whole like the lore of it, but if you're around someone who gets it, like you could be fucked too. So it's tough.
I don't know.
I just don't like being blindfolded. Like I don't want to.
Me neither. But Quiet Place, it's like 24/7.
I know.
Oh
no, that's not true because you get the waterfalls. Like if there's other loud noise around you,
I guess. But like, it's basically. I mean, I guess if you live under a waterfall, it also depends on the movie because I don't know if you saw Quiet Place Day One.
I did,
but I feel like the power scaling in that was way different because they were making a lot of noise and those creatures took a while to find them.
Yeah.
Whereas in the first couple movies, if you like snapped a twig, you were like, you were dead. That's like, wait, are these the same creatures?
Both such shitty scenarios.
Yeah.
In reality, like if it happened in real life, like we would all be wiped out so quick.
How do they die in Bird Box?
It's more. I know it's more violent. Well, actually, I mean, it's pretty violent in A Quiet Place, but I think it's like torturous. I remember, like, I don't know if I remember, like, I think they're pretty much forced to commit suicide. Almost.
Yes, that's right. That's what it is. I knew it was some angle.
Yeah,
I say, just on that alone, I'd probably pick Quiet Place just because it's a little quicker. They just, tear you apart.
Yeah. It's shitty. It's a shitty fucking. really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I'm going A Quiet Place.
I think we're on the same page with a lot of these.
Which that's that. Yeah, there's only a couple we aren't. All right, would you rather be a final boy in a horror movie, or would you rather be killed off, whether it's in the opening scene or second. Like, would you rather be the one who is alive at the end, or would you rather have an awesome death scene?
Like in a movie.
Yeah, in a movie. No, in a movie. Yeah, like if you're a part of a movie, like would you want to be like
final
top
boy.
billing?
Final boy.
Boy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I go back and forth on that so
Really,
much,
do
that
you?
question. Because I'm like, it'd be awesome to be a final boy, but it might be even more cool to have like the death of the movie.
Yeah, well, if I was already a working actor, I would probably pick the death. But since I'm not, and I would love to be one, I would rather catapult myself to final boy status.
I like that answer. I like that answer.
Because you hear a lot of actors, they're like, "Oh, I've always wanted to die in a horror movie." It's like,
but they're like,
because you can afford it, like, because you're already made it. But
I would say, like, to get specific, like, I would want to be a final boy in like the Scream or Halloween franchise. I want to like continue with that iconic franchise. But like, I would probably choose to die in like Terrifier because like I'd be the talked about scene in the movie. Infamy, yeah.
Okay, in the same vein, would you rather be a final boy, an iconic final boy, or an iconic villain?
Ooh. You know how I am. I like my final girls. Like I like my heroines. So I probably like want to be an iconic final boy.
Yeah, I'd pick the villain.
Yeah, I know you would. I know you would.
I mean, yeah.
I like that. I like that question though. But yeah, I think I would pick final boy.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I'm trying to think of. Would you rather be invisible, like the Invisible Man, or would you rather have like one of those superpowers, like a Dracula or a Wolfman? Because I mean, I might pick invisibility because that's like fucking pretty sweet.
Oh, I'd pick vampire. If you give me vampire for any choice for any question, I'd probably pick vampire. Yeah.
But like invisible, you can get away. Not that I would do anything bad, but like I just think like invisibility. Like I don't know, you can just be anywhere, anytime, and like no one can disturb your peace because you're just chilling.
Oh, so that's your introverted side coming out.
Yeah, for sure. Like I'm not trying to be able to. I don't need to like
the hallway looking for you.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like switch.
Yeah, right. That's a good. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean that's tough because you're talking about invisibility, which it's like very practical. You're thinking of how you would use it in your everyday life. And then you're thinking of like comparing it to a vampire, which is like your whole life is different. So that's kind of, a weird comparison, but I would pick vampire, I think.
Okay.
Definitely not werewolf.
Yeah, because to me that's just again, that's torture. Like that you're getting tortured. Like you're really just turned into a beast. Like and
I understand why people like werewolves and stuff and why they're cool, but I would never want to.
We will be talking about Wolfman though when it comes out. I think it comes out in January. We have to cover Invisible Man. Lee Winnell. He's doing that one too. So,
you got any more?
I have one more that I think is a cool scenario. Would you rather be trapped and isolated in the Overlook Hotel with Jack Torrance, or would you rather be trapped with those fucked up evil kids? Spoiler alert, from the lodge.
Oh, whew. I did not expect you to go in that direction.
Those are fucking evil kids, dude. I know like Jack Torrance is iconic, but those kids fucked with her psyche.
Yeah, because it's like the long-term ramifications. I would still pick the lodge just because those kids were never really like trying to kill her.
They just
were just really fucked up. Whereas Jack, I'm scarred emotionally no matter what. Especially when you add in the Overlook and how it's haunted,
right?
That the lady in room, what is it, 217, 237, scarred me as a kid. Totally scarred me. The twins. So it's not just Jack; it's like every other factor. I think I would pick the lodge.
If I'm myself, I'm picking the lodge. But if I was like Wendy or the woman from the lodge, I can't remember her character's name, I might pick The Shining just because Wendy was in a better headspace than that woman was going into the cabin. And first of all, her fiance, whatever, he left her alone. Like, you fucking asshole. But like, if I was picking between the character-wise, I would probably pick I'd rather be at the Overlook, but as myself, I would pick the lodge because I'll get one over on those kids. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But I felt so bad. Like, my heart broke for her.
I know.
We have to cover that movie this winter because
we really do.
That's one of the greats of the 2020s.
It is.
And it just broke my heart what they did to her.
It is. I've been wanting to cover it for so long. I wanted to get to it last winter, but we couldn't get around to it. So we definitely have to this winter because that is an excellent film. Everyone check it out. I mean, it's dark and it's depressing, but it's a damn good movie. We kind of gave it away a little bit, but not really. I feel like you'd still
watch
get something.
it. If you haven't, make sure you watch it because we will be covering it.
Yeah.
What else we got? Do you? I'm curious because I don't know this about you. Do you prefer the Alien franchise or the Predator franchise?
Predator.
Really? Ooh,
yes.
I was not expecting that. Okay,
Predator is so cool. So
okay,
cool. I always preferred the Predator. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I really thought you were gonna say Alien.
They both have lows. They both have highs. Predator is more of a comfort for me.
Okay.
I'm a sci-fi guy, but I'm not a huge Alien guy. I like some movies. I love Prometheus. I love the first two Aliens. But outside of that, I love the newest one, Alien Romulus was really good. I
still have to watch. I haven't gone. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it tonight.
I think I'd still pick, the first two Predator movies. The first Predator.
But the first two Alien movies.
I know, but I grew up watching the Predator more, believe it or not. I was more of a Predator kid. And I always wanted to be the Predator.
Okay.
If I could get a full cosplay Predator suit, I would wear that every day. I would wear it to Wawa. I would wear it to the gas station. I mean, that would be the coolest thing ever. I want to get like a life-size Predator behind me.
Okay.
That would be like my life's jewel. I would protect that at all costs.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Predator. Yeah, we never really talked about that. I guess you never knew I was a Predator guy, but I
didn't
like Predator
know that.
a lot. No. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm so excited for Badlands. Did you hear the rumors behind Badlands? How they're going to make Predator the protagonist?
Oh, I didn't hear that. All I know is that they're making 2 more Predators, one for theaters and one for streaming.
Yeah, the one in theaters, I think it's going to be, I guess, an apocalyptic movie, post-apocalyptic, and the Predator is going to be the main character.
Really?
So that's going to be a new twist. And I think it's the same. What's his name? Trachtenberg is gonna direct it as well.
Okay, he did really well. Okay.
Yeah, Prey was awesome. I loved Prey. Did you like Prey?
I did like Prey. I didn't love it like everyone, but I really liked it. I thought it was a really good movie.
But I wasn't obsessed. Went back to basics. It was exactly what the franchise needed.
It did need it, but I'm also feel like they should have put that in theaters. But whatever. Some of these decisions these studios are making, but whatever.
Yeah.
All right, what else you got? You got anything else for me?
I'm
trying to think,
I'm trying to think of meta stuff. Which in horror? I mean, this is a broad question, but
okay.
Who would you want to have drinks with in terms of horror characters, like final girls, or even villains? Like Hannibal Lecter or something, who would you...
I mean, I definitely want to have a glass of wine with Hannibal Lecter, one day, for sure. But, that's a really good, have a drink to have a...
Besides Sydney.
Yeah, I mean, I would pick her. She's my favorite character, so I'm always going to go to her, but I feel like it would just be, we would just get drunk off, talking about trauma. And I want to be that much fun.
Well, okay, let me make it more specific then. Which iconic horror villain, would you want to sit down and have drinks with and just hear about their life or their kills or whatever?
Okay, let me think about that. That is a very, very, very good question. Ooh. I mean, if I could talk to Freddy, it would be cool because he has the most creative kills, so I feel like I would go in a whirlwind. I'd probably I don't know, if I took an edible and hung out with Freddy.
Oh yeah.
It would be
he'd be fun
for a loop. Bar. And I know he talks and cracks jokes, so it would also be hilarious and fun. But it also would be funny to hear Michael give his step-by-step plans for his games, his setups, his stalking set pieces, because he likes to play too. So I think it'd be hilarious to hear him try to explain his killing.
If you could be the one, not Dr. Loomis, if you could be the one to get Michael to talk and tell why
exactly,
he kills
that
people.
would be next level shit. But just for in general, I feel like I would have a laugh, but also be mind blown the most with listening to Freddy go through his kills.
Yeah, no, that's a good answer. Freddy would be a blast. He would be. Didn't you have run into Freddie Robert Englund?
I completely Monster Mania. Shout out to Nolan. He went to Monster Mania. What is it, a few weeks ago, a month ago. But Monster Mania didn't always used to be this huge thing. So when I started going, it was like 2013 or 2014.
Monster Mania is a horror convention.
Yes,
locally
guys,
in like the New Jersey area.
We're lucky enough to have a local horror convention twice a year, so we're very lucky. But I went, and when it was like not this huge thing, and Robert Englund, I was getting a drink at the bar, and Robert Englund was there, and we just had like a nonchalant, like I was drinking a beer and just like talking to Robert Englund, and I was just like, is this real life right now? Or
so you've done it. You had a drink with Freddie. I mean, that's
I mean, he was just awesome. He was just at the bar chilling, and he was talking to me. I showed
like at
him
the hotel bar where the convention was.
Yes. So I was just and he did his voice too. Like he did his voice. Like and I didn't pay. Like I didn't spend any money. I was just talking to him, and he was just doing his I'm your boyfriend now. I'm like, this is.
Wait, was there anyone else around, or was it just you two?
No, there was other people around, but like he was just keeping to himself,
out.
and I just happened to be next to him getting a drink, and like obviously he almost like, this is fucking Freddy Krueger, this is Robert Englund. So, but he just was nice enough to have a conversation, and I was just like mind blown that I'm talking to Freddy Krueger and he's just chilling at the bar having a drink. So that was one of my favorite experiences ever at a convention, because it wasn't like everyone's mob, and it was more low key, and it was just like Robert Englund can go to a bar and have a drink and it's chill. So I will never forget that moment. He was, I mean, people say like don't meet your like heroes or like your favorite, but like he was truly down to earth and so nice. And I went back a few years later and I did a photo op with him, and he was so chill, and he made it a point to like, I don't know if you guys know, photo ops is usually like a quick like little snapshot and you move on, but he made it a point to still talk to you and chill, and he had me actually like pretend to strangle him in the picture. And he, he's a great dude. If you guys have the chance to meet him, do it. He's next level awesome. But I'll never forget, like, technically having a drink with Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's an awesome story.
Yeah, so have you met him yet?
No, I have not. No.
All right, he's always ghosting them, but he's getting up there, so you better do it soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to think. Now that we've been talking about Nightmare on Elm Street, I kind of feel bad earlier for not mentioning Nancy Thompson in terms
Shout
of
out to Nancy,
picking a final girl to kind of pair up with. I mean, talk about a capable, smart final girl. The fact that she was able to beat Freddy in a sense. I mean, obviously not in the end, but in the first movie at least, she's a very, very good. And then in the new Nightmare, we have to start
covering that franchise.
Yeah, I know.
But just shout out to our final girl episode, Nancy. Just not to be forgotten, she is in my top 5 favorite final girls. Yep. I think she's in your top 5. I think she's my number 4. I can't remember what she was for you, but Nancy's up there. When I think of final girl, she's like one of the ones I go to immediately. Mm-hmm. She's up there. I'm trying to think of any other scenarios or questions I want to. There's so many. There's so many we could do. It's fun. It's fun having these. I want to know some of the questions the audience has had. We should probably guys, leave your comments. Any questions you have, we'll answer them on the next episode or something. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a follow up. We'll do another fun episode coming soon. But we'll see how this episode does. If you guys enjoyed this episode, let us know, because we had a lot of fun doing this, but maybe people just want to skip back to movie reviews. But we thought we'd like to mix it up every now and then. We love doing our lists, our rankings, which is always fun. But this was, I had a good time doing this.
Yeah, so guys, we're in the last month of the year pretty much. I know Nolan's looking forward to the most this year. So we have to cover, I think that's the only big horror movie we have left is Nosferatu. Then guys, we will have an end of year top 10 list, so look out for that. And then I'm thinking maybe we do in that episode too, just to like differentiate from other channels. Maybe we do like, not to be negative, but we do like a handful of like what movies like disappointed us the most. Mm-hmm. That we were looking forward to, and then maybe we'll do a couple like what we're looking forward to next year. Because I do have a couple that I was really pumped about that did disappoint me, so I want to get into that too a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Maybe we can make that in a little mini episode before that episode, or we can just attach it.
Or like, whatever you want to do.
Because our rankings are usually long episodes to begin with, so maybe we'll we'll try
Break
to
it up.
separate that or something. Yeah, sounds good. All right. So this was fun. Hope you had fun, and I had a lot of fun. That I got to know
that
a
was
little
fun.
bit more about you, and you're just
We agreed on a lot, but we differentiated a couple things.
Yeah.
I learned that you like Predator more than Alien tonight. I didn't know that.
What was your answer to that?
It's Alien for sure.
Okay, all right. You're
And
not
I am the
not a
weird.
Predator.
I'm not obsessed with either franchise. It's just
Yeah.
you know me, like sci-fi. But I think Alien and Aliens are just like next level.
Okay,
movies. And I'm
that's what
someone who
takes
also
it over
prefers
the top.
Alien. I prefer Alien to Alien, so like you have it right there. That's more of a horror twist, and Predator is horror, but it does have lean to more of the action side of things in some of the movies.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool.
And I'm excited to check out Romulus. I'm gonna make it a point to watch it. I'll probably watch it.
I think
tonight,
you'll like
actually.
it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a fun time.
I'm so old. Every time I go to put it on, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fall asleep in 10 minutes. So it's just
You've seen like Prometheus and stuff, right?
Oh yes.
Okay,
And
so
I'm a
that'll
fan
help.
of Prometheus.
That'll help.
Uh,
You'll get a good kick out of the ending to Romulus. It kind
Oh,
of,
okay.
I don't
Oh,
want to say too much,
Ooh,
but
I'm definitely.
it obviously
watching this
doesn't
tonight
take place near Prometheus, but it's
now. Right.
you'll see.
Okay.
It dives into like the engineers a bit and stuff, which is cool. So that's all I'll say.
Oh, okay. I'm excited. All right.
Okay, that was a fun episode. It was episode 64. Again, guys, let us know. Would you rather
more
all of those
episodes like
topics?
this?
We'll
And do
post
you
some
want-
polls. Give us some more topic ideas. And also, we would love to do more of these fun kind of game style
Yeah.
episodes. So if you have any other like clever ideas for us to kind of talk about, like fun games, let us know. We'll definitely be open to that. So yeah, find us on Twitter, Instagram at Never Split a Pod. Subscribe on YouTube. We're trying to get the subscribers to 200, right, Ant?
I think we're like 10 or 11 away from like 200, guys. We're so close. So as of this recording, we need like 10 or 11 more subscribers to get to 200. So we'd really like to get there, sooner rather than later. So we can I think we can unlock features once we get to 500 subscribers. So we're trying to work towards that, slowly but surely. So yeah, share the word, subscribe to our YouTube if you can.
For sure. Every little bit helps. And thanks as always for supporting us. We love doing this, and we'll catch you next time. This is the Never Split Up podcast. We'll see you later. Bye, guys.